Hi, and welcome to Twinning. Or name to be subject to change, yeah.
Name so far has been subject to change. We will figure it out eventually. Bear with us. Hey, what's up? This is Daisy.
And this is Wolfgang.
And we are twins. And we are starting a podcast because we think that we are funny enough. Even though we might not be, but we'll find that out the hard way.
The podcast name is Subject to Change.
Because we don't really know what to make a podcast about. So we decided to just make a variety show type podcast where we just do whatever the fuck we want.
We're going back to vaudeville, baby.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to kick it off with our current events segment. Wolfie, why don't you go ahead and start it?
So, first and by far the most important story of the day is that Papa John's wrote a book. And as you can possibly imagine, he's probably one of the most influential leaders of our lifetime. And, you know, it's 320 pages long. Every word of it is dripping with golden, garlicky, delicious butter sauce. And probably will be one to sell out more copies than the Bible, I assume.
We assume that, yes.
Yeah.
In other news, NASA announced that Cassini, which is a spacecraft that has been, it was sent into space to learn more about Saturn, is going to actually fall into Saturn's orbit and plunge into a fiery, fiery death after being in space for 20 years.
Cool. That's how I want to go.
Preferably.
Yeah. So, did you hear about the Equifax hack?
I have not.
So, you're probably like, oh.
I actually did hear about it in the first recording that we did when we fucked it up. But
I'm
going to tell you I haven't for the podcast.
Ready? Here's some fresh takes on it. So, if you were to have your credit checked by a fax company, you'd probably assume that they were pretty on the ball technologically, right?
You would assume that.
Yeah, because fax is cutting edge technology. They're actually not. So, essentially, they basically got 124 million social security numbers hacked from their database, including mine.
Is one of them mine?
Probably. I don't know. You could go check.
Oh,
if you have a credit
Jesus.
score, it's most likely yours. So essentially, if you exist in America, there's like a 1 in 2 chance that, you know, shit can work out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
And then if someone wants to, they can just ruin your life.
On to much happier news.
Yeah.
A Nashville couple just spent 40 years visiting every Cracker Barrel in the United States, which is over 600 locations. It is Ray and Wilma Yonder. They took 40 years, and it said that they ordered their favorite meal every time, and I can't imagine that they liked their favorite meal for 40 years.
That takes a lot of balls to just order the same meal for 600 locations.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot of gusto.
It takes a lot of love to love someone who loves Cracker Barrel as much as whoever loved it the most out of those two loves it. Because the other person probably had the worst time of their life.
It was definitely Wilma hated her life.
Yeah.
Wilma has not been happy in 40 years. And we know that for a fact. And we are reaching out to you now, Wilma. If you are listening, we are here for you.
And also, we're sorry.
And we are sorry. Congratulations on going to every Cracker Barrel.
I hope it was worth it.
I hope it was worth staying with Ray.
Yeah. Can you ever go to all of them? Because I'm sure as soon as you've been to all of them, there's like 3 more that popped up in that time.
And you were like, no. Whoa. It was when we started.
You throw a Molotov cocktail and you're like, I did it again. Yeah. I've been to all of them.
All right. Let's see. Do you have any others? Do you have any current events to keep us up on?
Dennis Rodman offered to help out relations between the U.S. and North Korea. He's a basketball player who's like pretty good friends with Kim Jong-un.
Oh.
And he basically was like, hey, if you guys like want to talk about stuff in like a mutual setting, come play ball. So, yeah, that's
So,
something.
wait, what's that movie? The Interview? It's going to be like real life, kind of?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
But instead of James Franco and Seth Rogen, it'll be Dennis Rodman.
Oh.
Which I feel like would be exactly as campy.
And delightful.
Yeah. All right.
We're going to move on to our next segment. So far, we've called it Trolling for the Truth. Again, we might change that. We don't care because it's
Yeah.
our podcast. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
But essentially, the whole concept is to just go find, comment sections or something where people have, kind of unrestricted commenting power, and just kind of see what turns up in
See
those
how
trash
dark
heaps.
we can get.
Yeah. So this is going to be our Yahoo Q review, which is to say Yahoo questions. What do you got, Daisy?
So this one I assume is fake, but it made me laugh, so I'll just go with it. It's by an anonymous. Title: I killed my pet. Please help. And in the comment it said, my parents had just gotten me a hamster, as I've always wanted one. And when I took her home for the first day, I had just put out her fresh bedding and then began to play with her. At first I didn't realize you couldn't throw it up and down, and then I threw it too high and it smacked the ceiling. I think it is dead. It stopped moving and it's been like 3 hours. 3 exclamation points. I buried it in the garden and my mom and dad didn't find out, as I got my neighbor to buy me another exact identical hamster. Do you think I'm really a bad person? I couldn't bring myself to tell my parents what happened, so I just covered it up. It's been like a week since I got my exact identical hamster. But the good thing is my parents can't tell it's a different one.
So that's amazing for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's impressive that he thinks that throwing a hamster up in the air won't kill it. That excites me. That's really cool. And then because I forgot what the question was initially when you started talking, and then halfway through I forgot it. I was so surprised when it wasn't a question of how to get another hamster or how to tell his parents.
They already figured that much out.
He already knew that.
Am I a bad person?
Yeah, he already contacted his neighbor. He secured a lookalike to go in place of it. He's like...
Morally.
Yeah.
Morally, am I a bad person for doing this?
He's like a Saddam Hussein, caretaker, where they have, 3 lookalikes around to, make sure that nothing bad happens. That's a good guy. That's a cool... Yeah.
What an interesting thing to happen.
Yeah.
At such a young... I remember all the comments were just like, you're a terrible, terrible person. Who gave you a pet? And I feel like this is a troll. I don't know.
Let me ask you, though, do you think he's a bad person?
I feel like they're stupid. A bad person, maybe not. It seemed like they genuinely didn't really know. But to play God like that, I mean, honestly, they're going to be haunted by this for the rest of their lives. Yeah. So they're going to get punished by themselves, to themselves. Who knows? Probably going to pop up in therapy after a while.
So, my kind of timeline of thought about whether or not he's a bad person kind of went like this: of if he already knew to secure another hamster, he's probably a bad person, right? Because that means he doesn't feel remorse about killing a hamster. He feels remorse about having to
tell his parents.
Yeah, but the fact that he made this whole Yahoo queue does show that he has remorse. So I feel like he is inherently a good person because he cares enough to tell internet strangers about it. Assuming it's not just some 46-year-old basement-dwelling man.
We have no idea.
Yeah, there's no way to tell for sure.
So perhaps one day we'll find out. We have no idea.
He's either a bad 46-year-old man or a good young kid that killed a hamster. I don't know. Yeah.
Either way, not great.
Yeah, either way, he's not doing good.
No. All right, what do you got?
So I got one, and to kind of articulate what parts were all in caps, I'll just shout it. So... Some of it's in caps and some of it's in not. And let me just share it with you.
No, I just wanted to put it right there.
Oh, okay. Do you eat greasy food often? Is the question. And I looked at it, and the person has no posting history. So this is the first time they've asked any question. And they decided to go with, do you eat greasy food often?
This is the question that made them create an account. This is what boggled them so hard that they had to reach out to the internet.
Yeah, and you know how, they have the section to, expand on what you have to say? And, people, tell you, the extra stuff? And I, went and looked in there, and, of course, there's nothing. Because this question is self-evident.
Okay.
You know what is happening with this question just by the title. So, let me pose this to you, Daisy. Do you eat greasy food often?
Not often, but I do.
Okay. So, no.
So, no. The
Okay,
answer is no.
He'd probably be sad, I imagine.
Oh,
if he made a whole account about it, he's got to be passionate about greasy foods, right?
Very passionate.
Yeah.
Is that...
So that's my. That's,
I hope that they're okay.
Yeah.
I hope that they find what they're looking for. Was there any answers?
There was a couple, and most of them were just yes.
Yeah.
People are like, I love greasy food.
Like, what are they looking for when they ask that question? Just like, I need someone to feel my pain for the love of McDonald's, or is they, you know?
I feel like a person this deep is probably just beyond our comprehension. They probably see the world in a whole different way that we do. Like, that's all Matrix code falling down that we just can't even comprehend. And he's like blonde and redhead.
I like to think that
Greasy
he had his
food.
caps lock on.
Yeah.
But he, like, forgot. He realized.
He figured it out.
And still didn't fix it.
Yeah. He wasn't like, oh, I'm going to commit to this caps lock. He's like, I'll figure it out. And I'll give him the sake of this word often to, like, decapitalize it.
To kind of de-stress the situation of greasy food.
I don't want him to think that I'm mad.
I just want to know I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I want to know that I'm not alone in the world.
About my greasy food concerns. And just, can I hit you with another one while we're on this topic?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So this is another one with more yelling to articulate caps locks. Is your teeth very white and no yellow on them? So just so you caught that right. Is your teeth very white and no yellow on them? Daisy, is your teeth very white and no yellow on them?
I have those weird fluoride patches.
Oh yeah, the little.
Yeah, I have like little tiny
white buildups
on the front of my. Yeah,
Can you hear me tapping teeth?
If you can't hear it, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I have the 2 spots on my front 2 teeth. Don't really know what they're from. I've tried whitening my teeth. It doesn't help.
Nice.
I'm just a freak. I've tried to join the X-Men. It does not work with fluoride.
Yeah, I tried whitening my teeth once, and it just hurt my teeth. Like a whole bunch. Like, it seems like there's a medically normal amount of teeth hurt, and I feel like I went far beyond that. And I was just trying to, like, I've went and found the softest, neutralist foods, and it just killed me.
Oh.
It's cool. Yeah.
I think clearly we've tried to whiten our teeth, so that must mean that we have yellow teeth.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah. So that guy, to answer your question, sir, we do have yellow teeth. We also have British genes, so just teeth aren't great no matter what. Yeah. Moving on. This actually goes along on our theme of greasy food. Is it okay to order 140 chicken McNuggets from McDonald's? Comment below the...
Yeah, somebody responding to it.
No. The guy added to it.
Oh.
Not trying to be a jerk to the workers or some 12-year-old having fun. I'm just going with 6 other friends, 7 people total, and I know that McDonald's has the $5 for 20 nuggets deal. We want to get 140 nuggets. Is that, too much to order or something? Question mark. It's McDonald's. Do whatever the fuck you want, dude. So, they hate their lives. You're going to hate your life after eating 20 chicken nuggets. Fuck it.
I feel like there's a whole lot to unpack here. Because he also said that he's not some, 12-year-old kid. Which I hope that implies that he's, an adult at this point.
That's read other Yahoo questions and realized that there was a lot of trolling, and he had to, let everybody know, I'm genuinely asking
he had to power through all the BS and be like, hey, guys, this is a real question about how many McNuggets is it safe to get. And I feel like I'm still not 100% positive on whether it's, will they spit in my food? Will it just be unsafe to fry that many chicken McNuggets at one time?
Am I going to get them dispersed out so I get, it's over the course of, 20 minutes when I get all, 140, so the first one's going to be cold by the time I get the rest of them? Or am I eating them the whole time?
Yeah.
You know?
And, if you have 7 people, 140, 20 McNuggets per person... You could be eating, almost 3 McNuggets per wave of 20 that comes out, you know? If you could just be like, hey, just bring them out in however many you can at a time.
Yeah. You wouldn't have to stop eating.
Yeah.
You could have a consistent flow of chicken McNuggets into your fucking face.
Well, let me ask you, did it imply he's going to be in a drive-thru?
No.
Okay.
It mentioned nothing towards that.
Because I feel like if he's not in a drive-thru, pointing at my finger to say number 1, and... he's not a full-grown adult, he's not, between the ages, isn't that like 25 plus?
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes.
I'm
I'm going to say yes, and I'm not going to feel good about it.
that ordering too much.
Ordering 140 Chicken McNuggets is okay.
Okay. I'm going to agree with that. If you're over 25, sir, yes, it is too.
That's fucking disgusting.
That's absolutely outrageous.
Yeah.
Do you have another one?
I got one more quick one.
Yeah, go for it.
What is another way of saying I love you? Now, when I first thought of this, I was like, oh, that's sweet. He wants to tell his girlfriend or whatever, or this person's significant other, hey, like, I love you in more than one language or another way.
Mm.
But I thought maybe he might be in this kind of situation where he's, like, not in love with this other person, and this other person's like, oh my god, I love you so much. And he's like, oh, you're so great.
I care about you so much.
You're the greatest, yeah.
I would not hit you with my car. I would buy you flowers, maybe on a good day when they're on sale.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
And
don't count on it.
That's what real love is.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's really tough. I know in other languages they have different words for like the different kinds of love. Like, friendship love, parent love, actual real love.
Like African dudes holding hand kind of love. Like,
yeah.
It's not like gay love. It's just like regular bro love.
Like,
yeah. But like to the next level.
Yeah, bro love. That's another one. But yeah, I mean, fuck, if they're doing it in the English language, then they are screwed. Then they're in like with someone.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, they're absolutely screwed. I found a really good one, and this one is mostly hilarious just based on the fact that I found it under the cars and transportation section, and subsection car makes, subsection scions, right?
Okay.
This is where I found it.
Very specific.
Now, I wasn't digging in there, it just popped up.
Love it.
But this is where they posted it, which makes this all the more better. Username Truman. At what point did you realize female nature? And then,
what?
it only gets better. When did you realize that females are truly evil under all that pretty makeup? They're all just strippers, porn stars, pedophiles, and prostitutes deep down. That they will sell their very souls and yours just for attention. That they have a passionate fetish for the dark side and a deep hatred for good. That logic, morality, truth, reason, and fact are their greatest enemies. And that the reason they're attached to narcissists and psychopaths is because they are narcissists and psychopaths. That they're only capable of loving themselves and everybody else is to be but a pawn to be exploited. Thank you, Truman.
Wow. Yeah.
Thank you for pointing all of that out to us. We already knew.
Yeah.
So get fucked.
Number one, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all known that.
Let me say, speaking as a Scion representative, that we've always known that women are metaphorically the devil and literally.
Yeah.
And that you really almost have no choice.
I mean, it's just like to find, like, I hope to God that he chose to put in our Scions. For I don't know what reason why, but I just love that he chose that subcategory.
He knew what he was about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one of the responses that I wanted to share with you guys from Tim, not all women, but many choice single moms, yes.
What?
So I just feel like this Truman fellow got dumped super hard for, whatever, and then this Tim guy had a bad run-in with a single mom. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sounds like there's a deeper meaning. Sounds like they got hurt. I don't know. I'm just glad that they chose the internet to find help.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Doodly doodly doo. All right, now it's time for the Shackelford Files. Essentially, we're basically going to go back and forth. We're going to present a conspiracy theory, and we're going to go in depth on it.
I'm just going to go and volunteer to go first. For those of you who are listening, probably about 5 to 10 family members that are going to listen to this.
Yeah.
I highly suggest you go to BuzzFeed and look up the One Direction, Louis Tomlinson's Baby is Fake. It is wonderful. All the pictures are well worth looking at, especially because let's just dive into it.
Wait, let me do this first. That sounds beautiful.
Delicious. Sponsor us, PBR. All right, so Louis Tomlinson.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory called Babygate. He has a baby to cover up his relationship with Harry Styles.
Whoa.
Let me just...
this is already crazy.
It's already fucking crazy, and it only gets crazier. All right, let's just dive right the fuck in, otherwise it's going to take me like 15 minutes to get through. All right.
Hit it.
May 12th, 2015. At Brianna Facts, Twitter is created. Right?
Okay.
Random girl. 2 days later, Lewis is photographed with Brianna at the club, just some random club in LA. Or no, I'm sorry, in the UK. And there's a video of... That's stupid. Anyway, he's photographed with this girl whose Twitter account was created 2 days before. And then the day after they take this photo, this cheesy tabloid has this front page that says they're pregnant. Like, that they are going to have a baby. And they deny it and
Whoa.
deny it. And then 2 months later, they confirm it's true. So, now that they've confirmed it's true, this Brianna girl's friend shares a picture of Brianna, and it's like this like hot dog or leg style photo of like her quote unquote baby bump. And already it's really weird because it's like this weird lumpy, as if she had stuffed a shirt down her gown, like it's like a hospital gown. And it's it's like this. Oh, yeah.
I just looked at Daisy's screen to see if she had any pictures, but she just has notes on it because she's a really good podcaster.
I know, I'm really good at this already.
Do you have a picture of it somewhere?
I do have the picture. I'm pulling it up for Wolfgang.
Because I feel like I could describe that pretty humorously.
It's this weird, lumpy, like, clearly not a belly.
Oh, that's weird.
And so, you described it so good, buddy.
Oh, no, Daisy just mommed me. Secretly, I was playing with Velcro, and she pushed my hand down like, oh, no.
You're going to hear it in the background of the podcast.
Yeah. To probably phrase that, it looks like she's trying to smuggle a bottle of liquor into a hospital. Like, that's the approximate size that it is.
Perhaps my future. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Brianna's friend shares the picture and says, Brianna just sent this to me, can't wait for the baby. Then all of the weird One Directioner obsessive people find this random, unrelated blogger website that has the exact same picture but from a different angle. Maybe that woman's also faking being pregnant because it really doesn't look like she's pregnant. I don't know. Carrying on. So then, it's like November 2015, and this PR lady that works with One Direction has twins. This comes in later. Louis has short hair and he doesn't have the 78 tattoo on his chest at this point. That comes in later. Hold on to that fact.
Whoa, okay. And that's still the One Direction guy?
Yeah,
okay.
Louis does not. He has short hair, no 78 tattoo. All right. January 2016. Freddie, spelled with an I-E.
Okay. All right, I guess.
Yeah, I already don't think this is good shit, but anyway. So, January 2016, Freddie's born. Louis tweets that he says, like, oh, baby Freddie's born, like, so excited. Or he says, quote unquote, he was born yesterday, and he posted that on January 23rd. Brianna posts a picture on Instagram and puts the date of Freddie's birth, 1/21/16. And if you do the math there, you realize that one of them fucked up. Because the day before the 23rd is the 22nd and not the 21st. We don't know. The tweet also, they pointed out that, like, all of his tweets prior to that tweet have spaces in between the end of the sentence and his exclamation points. And that one didn't have a space. Like, every single one. They showed, like, 15 examples right before that all have spaces, and that one didn't. And maybe he was just excited because he had a baby. I don't know. Carrying on.
Crazy. I love this so far.
Yeah. So now we're getting into the pictures because people are blowing this shit up. So the first picture that they start to kind of take apart is this. It's this YouTuber that they found, and it's her holding a baby, and it's not Brianna, it's not Lewis. And she's holding this baby, and she has blue eyes and a nose piercing.
And the girl had a nose piercing?
No, Brianna.
Okay. Yeah.
Also posted a photo of her baby wearing the exact same outfit as the baby is the YouTuber, right? And she's wearing a very similar outfit herself, and she's got it in this weird way where her hand's covering half her face. But they like put the pictures side to side, and then they go back to the picture of Lewis and this girl outside the club, and she has brown eyes and no nose piercing, and now she has blue eyes and a nose piercing. So, like, it's all just not adding up. And I don't know what the fuck it means, but it's not adding up.
Is he... so, yeah, there's, like, a number of possibilities. One of them is that he's forcing his girlfriends to put on weird contacts in order to be his perception of beautiful.
It's like Tom Cruise in the Scientology thing, where they create a girlfriend for him in his eye.
They're going to get divorced when the girl turns 33, which is what Tom Cruise always does.
Oh. Conspiracy theories. Foreshadowing to our future podcasts.
Whoa. Okay.
So then the next photo that they tear apart is Brianna leaving the hospital. It's a picture of her getting into a car. It's getting like into an SUV. She's walking and she's carrying the car seat. And majority of hospitals regulate that new mothers can't carry more than the baby's weight, so they have to just carry the baby. And they have to get wheelchaired to their cars, so they're not liable for, like, if the woman's not strong enough, whatever. And she's walking, carrying the baby in the car seat, like 2 days after the baby is born. Weird, right? They also go into, like, there's, like, a film, like, the way they, like, try to figure out where the picture was taken from, and they try to point out that it's in, like, a area that you have to, it's, like, restricted access, because they did it through the back. And there's like this big sign that says like private property, no filming, blah, blah, blah. And they want to point out that like they probably hired somebody to take the photo. Again, trying to prove that, I mean, if they were trying to prove this, they did a really, really shitty job. But, then the pictures that Lewis posts of the baby and him are all in black and white. And they go through his Instagram and like none of his pictures are in black and white. And it's all, they start to take it apart because they have like you can see all these Photoshop mistakes. And like, if you brighten the picture all the way, you can see that like the baby's not actually touching him and like he's in this weird position and the hand looks kind of fake. And they found this photo of him where he's in the same position. He's kind of looking down on the baby, with his head resting on the baby and the baby's resting on the chin. Or I'm sorry, on his chest, and they found this picture of him in the exact same position, like just out on the street somewhere in color, and they spliced the baby onto the photo, and it's like a perfect match.
Whoa.
Right? I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
And there's also like where the baby's head is, his shoulder's like kind of blurry. There's like a weird cutout on the shoulder where they like blotched it. Then the next photo he posts is of him like kind of cradling the baby, and you can see his hands kind of covering his chest a little bit, but you can't see, he has that 78 tattoo on his chest, and you can't see it through his fingers. Like there's no tattoo underneath his fingers. He also has short hair in the back, and the paparazzi posted a picture of him the next day with long hair. And this goes back to the PR lady that had babies back in November, and they think that they staged photos with their babies. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So now the theory comes to kind of a peak here. They think the baby's a doll. Yeah. So if you look online, you can find like realistic baby dolls, and they're all horrifying.
Oh, God.
And so they have like all these pictures of fake baby dolls, and they have like the color ones and the black and white ones right next to it, so you can see how much more realistic it looks when it's in black and white. And they think that that's like why they keep posting it in black and white, is because it looks more realistic.
So we're kind of coming to the thing where it's either like coincidentally this dude is like really into like blue contact lenses no matter what the cost, including making your girl all weird, and is like setting up this whole thing, or it's just that he wanted to cover up his homosexual relationship with another dude, or theory 3 that I'm submitting to you right now. The girl was sent back in time like a Terminator to procreate with this dude so that they can have their savior son of the world be born. And the girl protects him regularly from a robot from the future. Which I feel like is my favorite theory.
So far, I'd rather have that theory than any of the other theories.
Yeah. She shows up randomly. She shows up 2 days before, creates Twitter, gets dolled up, goes to the club, smashes him. That's smashing noises. They have this crazy half-robot baby.
This is all right. Let me help prove your point. Because,
yeah.
Keep going. So the last photo. Oh, okay. So they're all in black and white. Another thing they add is that the baby's hand position never changes. Like this weird, awkward. The whole hand is spread out except for the index fingers kind of pulled in. You know, one of those baby moves.
Yeah.
It's like four out of like the 7 photos on the internet have that same photo, like that same hand position. The last thing that these people lose their fucking minds about is that this photo of the baby, and it's a picture of its feet, and it's clearly not supported. The feet are like up in the air, and nothing's holding them up. The baby's doing it on their own, even though babies are weak as fuck and they could never
babies
do that.
Babies are pussy little bitches.
They would never. They don't do crunches on the daily.
Yeah, they don't got
Fuck
6 packs. They're fucking super.
They just have tiny dad bods.
Yeah.
Fuck those babies.
They don't even have dad strength. They just have,
they just have regular bods.
Yeah, bedridden dad bods.
So I think that adds into it as a tiny robot baby. I think that's full circle. That's what it is. I don't know.
So far it's inconclusive?
I did look up current pictures of their baby. It's alive. I don't know.
Is it the same size?
No.
Whoa.
It turned a year old. Freddy.
Freddy the baby?
Freddy the robot Terminator baby.
Okay, Freddy. Well, it seems like you're a half-robot savior of humanity, so...
Godspeed.
Yeah, we wish you the
Good
best.
luck, and I'm sorry that you had to deal with Lewis from fucking One Direction.
One Direction. Lewis is your dad.
Yeah.
Got super duper drunk and slept with a robot, and now he's still in love with gay Harry Styles.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm a little bit gay for Harry Styles.
So
just a little bit. You know?
Just a healthy amount.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's the end of my...
That was a good conspiracy theory.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that exciting?
I mean,
love it.
Yeah.
I love it because this was a bunch of, like, teeny bopper fucking One Direction fangirls that, like, they were like, something's not fucking right. Like, fuck that girl. And they dove into this and, like, and they did some crazy CSI, FBI,
they really,
Criminal Minds bullshit on
Horatio
this.
Kane, CSI Miami style.
Yeah! They tried to get in on it.
Criminal Minds, reading the perp, telling him, yeah. It really makes my conspiracy theory seem amateurish in comparison, Daisy.
Oh, I'm excited, though.
Okay, yeah, so, essentially, as we all know, if you buy a bunch of lottery tickets, eventually you're going to win the lottery.
Wait, Wolfgang, let me just do this really quick.
Wait, yeah, let's take a quick pause.
Let's just, quick pause to...
That was great, yeah.
All right,
good, yeah. So as you all know, in order to win the lottery, which is to say, in order to win hundreds of thousands, millions, possibly $1 billion of dollars, right? You have to take the first initial leap, buy a lottery ticket. Okay? Now, let's pretend you...
Don't work hard.
Yeah, don't work hard.
Get fast cash. That's how we like it here in America.
Work, probably minimum wage is like $7. Work 20 minutes, get $2, go up to the Powerball machine, drop that shit in there, you know, assuming
Hopefully
the man
a lot
hasn't
more money
taxed
comes
you
out.
enough.
Yeah.
And then, essentially, you're guaranteed to win eventually. If you keep doing that...
Forever.
You're going to win. Yeah.
It may take as long as your life exists.
Probably long. It'll definitely take longer than that, but you will win.
Yeah.
So, let's say you devote your life to studying that. Let's say you're a statistician. You look at the stats. You look at the chances, percent, ratios. You have that whole world. That's going on in your brain all the time.
You have to deal with that all the
Yeah, that's who
time.
you are. That's your personality. So let that sink in for a second. So you're that kind of person. So you understand how all these numbers work. You understand how they interact with each other. What's the first thing you would do? All right. So let's say you're just out there. You're trying to make it in the capitalistic society, survival of the fittest. What do you do to have the best chance at becoming the best person you can be? You don't know, do you? Yeah, you have no idea. Yeah. What you do is you use your professional reputation to tell other people not to buy lottery tickets. You go out every day and you lie. You lie your face off. Hey guys, only poor people buy lottery tickets. That's what you tell them. And then you try and get people to not do that.
because they're like, well, I'm not poor.
I don't need stupid lottery tickets. I don't want to throw away my money.
And then everybody who buys a lottery ticket is a statistician.
Yeah, and only the statistician.
And that's how they fucking make money.
That's how they do it. You know how many statisticians have won the lottery? Far greater than any other kind of person. You know?
Far greater.
Statisticians are out there. They are the house. They're curtailing the odds to make it so that they win more lotteries.
They're counting the cards of the lottery right now. They are 21ing all over our asses, and we had no idea.
It's a classic Now You See Me and Now You See Me 2 situation. The best name for a sequel to have ever existed.
Now You See Me Too.
If you name a movie the first part of a phrase, and then you have a sequel to that movie, naturally my gut instinct
would be to use the second half of the phrase.
Oh, see, that's where you're wrong, Daisy. It's actually to just put the number 2 at the end of the first part of the phrase. If you can't beat them, 2. That's, when in Rome, 2. These are all movies that we all know and love.
Honestly, somebody needs to be writing this down because this is gold that we're just giving out right now.
So I guess essentially the point of my story is keep buying lottery tickets. Keep going out there.
No matter how much it makes you lose all of your money.
Yeah. And buy lottery tickets because it's a guaranteed way to success. All right. That's my conspiracy theory, buddy. What's next on our agenda?
So now our next segment is going to be it's going to be fun. It's going to be short and quick because we don't really know how it's going to go at all. It could be good. It could be real bad.
If we were here to do what works, we would be the man. And we're not the man yet.
If we already knew how podcasts works, we would have been millionaires by now.
We would have figured out that this probably won't work, but I'm excited to try.
I can't. I'm excited. All right, so we're going to do a type of trivia sandwich. Wait, don't tell me-esque. 2 truths and a lie. Wolfie has to figure it out, and so each of us gets 2 categories. Wolfie's gonna go for history and science today.
Yep. You told me to go for math and art.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. That's chill. Yeah.
Again, this is all subjective. We're having fun
to really articulate how poorly prepared we are.
But even then, we worked really hard somehow, and we're still not.
It took a lot of effort to produce this quality of content, just in an effort to dissuade you from trying yourself. All right, Daisy, what's your trivia sandwich? 2 truths and a lie. Hit me with it. Math edition. Go.
No, it's history.
Oh, you're doing history?
I'm giving you history.
So I was supposed to find math
correct.
and art facts. Okay.
You did do that, right?
Oh, okay.
Did you do that?
Okay, yeah. That's what I did.
God.
Yeah.
Oh. High five.
Okay, high five. Clap.
We were always correct.
Yeah, all right. Hit me with some history.
So history, you have to tell me which of these is a lie.
Okay.
The oldest institution in America is in Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Massachusetts is.
Okay.
The oldest structure in America is in New England, and the oldest bar in America is in Rhode Island.
One of those is false?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say the oldest structure is in Massachusetts, because I don't like Massachusetts, and I want it to be.
No, that's not. It's in the oldest structure is in New England.
Will you hit random to me one more time, please?
I would like a do-over, please. Okay.
Yeah.
The oldest institution in America is in Massachusetts.
Oh, wait, so I already have how do you define institution?
I don't fucking know. I just got this shit on the internet.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go with the oldest institution is in Massachusetts. I assume they mean school, and I don't think anyone from Massachusetts is smart. Shout out to MA. Shout out to my boys in MA.
Yeah, we're going for cheap woos here.
Yeah.
Woo! Who's from Massachusetts? Woo!
Statistically,
fuck you.
Yeah, I think 1 in 49 will be mad at that, so that's a good ratio. Okay.
So far, it's so good.
One out of, yeah.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
The oldest structure in America is actually in Taos, Colorado, and Nevada.
Oh.
Ancestral Puebloans. See, I was so worried you were gonna get that right off the bat, and it turns out you're just stupid.
Yeah, no, I am stupid. Well, and also, so I kind of assumed you meant New World, like, you know. That's
what I was
kind of Americans, yeah.
Yeah, not that's, oh man.
You really threw my game. That's good though,
that was good.
But that, no, you totally, yeah, alright, I didn't know that.
And the trivia is going well so far.
Yeah.
Let's see what Wolfie's got.
Okay, so math facts. 2 truths and a lie.
I'm falling into your bed.
Alright, so I'm gonna hit you. You might notice a theme develop, okay? So the first one is, Romans, in ancient Roman culture, kind of the developers of modern math, and where we take a lot of our influence, didn't have a representation of 0. They didn't have a concept of 0. So that's the first one.
Okay.
The second one is Roma Pythagoras, of the Pythagorean theorem, was most likely a virgin, based on like the texts of the time and like kind of understanding of his lifestyle. It was never explicitly stated.
So he was a huge nerd.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's like, I guess it's like of our modern current lifestyle, but basically, it's understood by historians that he was most likely a virgin. And then the third one is 6 times 9 plus 6 plus 9 is 69.
Wait, 6 times 9?
6 times 9 plus 6 plus 9 is equal to 69. So that's some hot numbers for you. So one of those is a lie.
Oh, fuck. Wait, I feel like I can do that math.
Yeah. What's 6 times 9? 54. Shut your mouth and say no more. That's how I remember it. Yeah. 6 times 9 is 54.
Shut your dirty whore mouth.
Yeah. Shut your mouth, you dirty whore.
That's a correct statement.
6 times 9?
Yeah.
Okay, you did that math. Good for you. Okay.
I'm gonna say...
Yeah, I narrowed it down for you. I knew you'd probably be able to do that, maybe.
But that was exciting.
Yeah,
I loved that.
And it had 69 in it a bunch of times.
Fucking 420 blaze it, nigga.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go with... Oh, man, that's tough. I'm gonna... You know what? Pythagorean theory guy. I think you...
You're gonna think Roma Pythagoras was a virgin?
Well, no, just because I believe... No, the Rome people, they did not have a concept of 0.
Was that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay. Romans totally don't have a value for 0.
I fucking knew it!
What's the Roman numeral for 0, Daisy? They don't have one.
There isn't one, bitch.
Yeah.
Well, why would they need it? Why would they need it?
Well, what if you're going to divide by 0 and fucking... I don't know, Daisy. Why do we need it now?
I'm just thinking because, like, if you don't have this modern concept of math and you are literally basing it off of like your crops and people and physical objects, you don't really think of nothing.
I think about the infinite void all the time. So I don't know why these Romans would.
Okay.
It is incorrect. Pythagoras probably did have sex. I don't know. I think in a life.
But is it like an idea or did you?
That was just a lie. I just made that up because I thought you'd buy it. Yeah.
Nice.
And I don't think his first name was Roma. I just also made that up. So double lie. Got you. I fucking played like a fiddle. Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready for your science?
Yeah. Hit me with it.
Okay. Who was or were the first living thing or things to return to Earth alive after having traveling to space?
Oh. Lakia, the dog. Oh.
That's not one of the options.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah, hit me with the options. I've misunderstood, but yeah, hit me with it.
Virgil Grissom, Belka and Strelka, Yuri Gagarin.
And it doesn't say what species those things are?
I'm not going to tell you because it's a little more exciting that way.
Whoa, okay. Will you read the second set of names to me?
Belka and Strelka.
I'm going to go with those because they sound the most Russian.
Fuck.
Is that what it was?
No, that is.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
That's
all
right.
about
That's
how
one out of
Russian it
two.
sounds.
Yeah. Okay, so
People forget that the Russians were winning the space race at the beginning,
yeah,
and then America came and wiped its giant cock everywhere. So across the face of the moon. Yeah.
We're better than you.
Woo!
Okay, so this has an excellent story behind it that I'm just going to throw at you really quick.
Okay.
Belka, Russian for squirrel, and Strelka, little arrow, spent a day in space aboard Sputnik 5 on August 19th, 1960, before safely returning to Earth.
Whoa.
The first living creatures to return back to... Well, all right, that also...
Wait, what creatures are they?
Dogs.
Whoa.
Right?
Cool,
That's why I was like, he probably knows.
Yeah.
He probably knows because he's a huge fucking nerd about dogs.
Yeah, damn. That was just a guess.
That first living thing that was in space.
Yeah.
That's
I'm sorry.
on the podcast. Wolfgang.
I'm sorry.
We're in some kind of pigsty.
Yeah. You can see my room.
That dog that you did name was
Like
the first living thing in space, but it died in orbit. R.I.P.
Oh,
R.I.P. I know.
That's sad.
But Belka and Strelka, Squirrel and Little Arrow, made it back okay, along with a gray rabbit, 42 mice, 2 rats, flies, and several plants and fungi.
Why did they...
Everybody survived.
I think they sent up 50 mice. You know?
Yeah, 42 seems like a real weird number.
Yeah. It's like, well... like...
they swept them under the rug, like, they're No, those were dead inside the ship when we sent it up.
It's more than 4/5, guys, so I think we should count our blessings. If we do that with people, that's a pretty good ratio.
We're rounding up.
Okay, that's good, yeah.
Okay, and then Strelka went on to have 6 puppies with a male dog named Pushik, who participated in many ground-based space experiments, but never made it to space. And one of the pups was named Fluffy and was presented to John F. Kennedy in 1961.
Oh, that's fun.
There's also a movie about them called Belka and Strelka Star Dogs. English title, Space Dogs.
Whoa!
Released in 2010. So
wow, yeah.
Get ready for a review of that subject to change podcast.
All right. We need to watch a movie and then review it.
Get ready for some tears.
Yeah, get ready for review podcast sections. All right.
Fuck me up.
Yeah,
Fuck me up.
my next section was art, and then just to kind of give it a theme, I went into fashion. I went into men's fashion edition. Okay.
Ooh.
So I went men's fashion art facts. Fact number one, Vans shoes. Vans. We all love Vans because it's the best kind of shoe.
We both wear a lot of Vans.
We both wear hella Vans.
I would just like to point out the podcast. I'm currently looking at a pair of gold Vans that Wolfie bought off eBay for God only knows how much money.
Look up liquid gold skate highs because it's fucking classy.
Yeah, I want everybody to know that we're currently in the room with that, along with, I'm going to take a guess at like 10 pairs of Vans.
I wish it was that few. What we should do is for the picture of each podcast, we'll just take a picture of a pair of Vans and then throw it in there. And then we'll
keep
run
talking
out
about
of,
it. Yeah.
Okay, so fact number one. Vans offer shoes made from manta ray skin. A pair of Vans Authentics with manta ray skins, 2 colors.
Are they an endangered species? Keep going.
It's a fish, so I don't think it could be endangered.
No, never
mind. Science.
They fuck way too hard.
Yeah. I think that's a fact, is that fish can't be endangered. Also, I think it's a mammal, so it could be. I don't know. Rick, fact number 2. Rick Owens, who's like the modern day super goth fashion developer. You're looking like you don't know him.
I don't know.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Fact number 2, him and Danzig are actually some caliber of cousin. So it's like not direct, it's not first cousin, but it's cousin removed or something. I don't know.
Vague.
Yeah, but it just said,
Vague
they're
relation.
related. Yeah, that's like the... Fact number 3.
Don't give it away, Wolfie.
Raph Simmons. Another thing that I looked up that you probably don't know. Raph Simmons. Techwear guy. He makes a bunch of crazy... His shoes are stupid looking, but they cost a lot of money, so people buy them.
Ooh.
He loves Coke Zero, like obsessively, and he always has Coke Zero around and drinks it all the time.
Oh, fuck. I feel like at this point I have to just go on my instincts.
Okay.
I think I go with manta ray skin.
You think that's wrong? You think that's the incorrect fact?
It's that or the Coke Zero guy. I definitely believe that they're cousins.
Really?
I feel like this is gonna bite me in the ass later when they are not cousins, and I can buy a pair of manta ray skin. But I just feel like Vans wouldn't do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Vans.
You're gonna go with the Vans. It's not made. Okay. Yeah. So in fact, Rick Owens and Danzig are not at all cousins. I just made that up because it seemed gothy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it totally worked. You can buy manta ray Vans.
So the only deterrent from it is that they cost like $350, but they do look sick as fuck.
You would fucking know that those.
Because it's like black one. There's like black ones, and it has like the manta ray.
How are they allowed to do this?
I don't know. Well, so I feel bad about this, but I just bought a pair of zebra skin ones.
Real zebra skin?
Yeah.
Where the fuck are you finding these?
They have these exotic animal ones. They have pony hair, manta ray, or whatever kind of
are they gonna have like
flapper,
polar bear
flappy
ones soon? Or
whoa, that would be sick.
Are they gonna have ivory elephant tusk
well,
ones?
That wouldn't be good.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be good, but none of it's good, is it, Wolfie?
No, it's not.
Quote, I feel bad about this.
Let me look it up. Oh, no, I messed it up kind of. It's stingray skin. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay.
But they still look cool as fuck.
Yeah, holy shit, they do. If you're listening at home, I absolutely encourage you to look this up.
Yeah, look at that
Whoa, those
stuff.
are cool as shit.
So...
Death to all the stingrays. Let's make cool shoes out of you.
Yeah. The only problem is that they cost like $350.
Like, how are they allowed to do that?
I don't know.
Is it real stingray? I don't believe it.
It is,
I don't believe it.
It's real stingray. They have zebra, pony, cheetah.
What's going on, man?
Pebble leather, which I think is made out of a cooler animal than a cow. I don't know how it works. Yeah. They really have it all. Rick Owens and Danzig are not cousins. I couldn't find any cool facts about him. He makes neat-looking clothes, but he's not a cool guy, I guess.
Yeah.
And Raph Simmons is just like a fucking weirdo Belgian dude. Yeah, but his shoes are crazy. Yeah, they're stupid.
He does like Coke deodorant.
Yeah, he does. He loves it. Yeah. All right, so next up we have the Door Knocker game.
Which is essentially where Wolfie and I are going to try and give each other headaches and also make each other feel stupid at the same time.
Yeah. Essentially, what's going to happen is one of us is going to... So we'll say that it's my turn, for example. Daisy's going to start knocking on my head with her fist.
And I'm going to give him a category and a quantity that he has to name a thing. So, for example, 5 brands of cereal or 5 types of cereal.
And then I have to say them all, and then she'll stop knocking on my head. So... It's a really fun game.
Should we have like a safety word in case that? All right. I want to go first because I want to get it over
first. Okay.
Okay.
Don't look at my categories. Did you look at them?
I haven't seen them yet.
Okay.
I can't read that far away.
Okay. You have glasses. Okay. Ready? 1.
I'm so scared.
2.
I'm horrified right now.
3. All right. Ninja Turtle colors. Go. The colors of the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, a blue and red and yellow.
Nope.
Purple.
Yep. One more. What's the last color?
4? I thought we had
There's 4.
3.
There's 4 of them.
I have to name all of them green.
Nope.
What?
So you said blue, purple, and orange. What's the last one?
I didn't say orange.
Oh, no. All right, next category. Email providers. Who provides you with email? Go.
Yahoo, Gmail, AOL.
Okay. Number 3. Brand of vehicles. Manufacturer of vehicles.
3 of them?
Yeah.
Honda.
Yeah.
Honda.
Yeah.
Nissan.
Yeah.
Subaru.
Okay, cool. All right.
Woo!
Good job.
We did it. Oh.
You really seemed upset by the end of that. Yeah.
Wait, what are the 4 colors of the Ninja Turtles?
They're blue, purple, red, and orange. You said like 3 of them, and then there wasn't the last one, and you got scared. Yeah.
I got really scared.
Yeah.
I don't know why. You got knocking on the brains. All right.
That was stressful. Okay,
you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Name 10 characters from Futurama.
Okay, cool. Scruffy the janitor. Leela. Fry. You gotta knock harder if you want me to be upset. Okay, what is it? Leela. Fry. Bender. Scruffy the janitor. The professor. Amy. Kiff. Kiff.
Come on,
Zach
Wolfie.
Brannigan. Al. And Morbo the host. Okay. That's it.
Woo! Man, that was exhilarating.
Yeah.
I can't wait to keep. I like yours though better when we like mix up the categories.
Yeah, I feel like I made it a lot more
But
exciting.
see, I knew you were gonna know all the Futurama ones because
Yeah.
you're a fucking nerd. All right, now we're going to move on to our next segment that we're very excited about.
Yeah. This is called the Persian strategy. So, essentially, in ancient Persia, when people were about to enact a law, or when, like, governing bodies would do stuff and decide on things, they would argue about something. They would spend all day going back and forth and arguing about the points and validities of stuff, and then they would get drunk and argue about it again. So we're probably going to do it with like reviews or maybe topics of discussion we don't agree on.
We'll figure that out at a different point, but for now we're just going to eat a bunch of Papa John's, talk about how much we love the garlic dipping sauce, get really drunk, and then talk about how much more we love it. So let's go ahead and kick it off. How much do you love that garlic dipping sauce, Wolfgang?
I fucking love it. Let's go get a thing of it. Let's go get a ramekin of it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we're here. We have our garlic dipping sauce. We have some pizza that's cooled down a little bit, and now there's a bunch of cheese warts on it.
But to describe the pizza to you, it is a Papa John's extra large 2-topping pizza with pineapple and bacon, because pineapple does belong on pizza. I don't care who you are.
So we're here, and what we're going to do is describe what we think the quality of Papa John's Better Ingredients, Better Pizza Special Garlic Dipping Sauce is. Okay? So
I'm going to go ahead and start it off by grabbing the slice of pizza and go ahead and give it a good old dip into this sauce. It has a buttery, yellow, creamy look to it. Very, it definitely stays on the pizza. It has what are those called when you whip cream and it's...
peaks?
Yeah.
It's got a peak.
It's got firm peaks.
Yeah.
It has firm peaks.
Hey, just like I like my women, right? Hey.
Yeah.
To describe the color, I would have to say that it's exactly the color of I can't believe it's not butter.
Canary yellow.
Yeah.
Is what he's looking for there.
Fun fact, margarine is not... It's like gray when it's made. It's like a disgusting color that's not appetizing, so they color it yellow to make people think it's butter.
Oh.
To make it more appetizing, to trick your brain.
It's also very bad for you.
I can't imagine they've done something different with this. So I'm going to go in, you know what, I'm just going to go in pinky first. I'm just going to take a...
Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and just go for it.
Touch my pinky to it. To describe the feeling of touching the top of it.
It is like heaven on earth.
If you've ever had like gelatin that's like melted a little bit,
yeah,
it's like the top layer is liquid, but it gets firmer as you go down, but in a bad way. So you took a taste first. What's the flavor like?
I love it. It's the perfect amount of salty. It could use a little bit of kick to it. I wish it had a little more like garlic, that kind of that spice to it
almost. It
is very buttery. I do like the way it holds on to the pizza.
Yeah,
that's crucial for me.
So I'm going to start off by saying that I also love this, but I feel like I could synthesize this in a lab by putting some garlic and some water and forgetting about it. Like, I feel like it's just a wet garlicky flavor.
Speaking of, Wolfgang, let's go ahead and just dive into the ingredients of this special garlic dipping sauce.
So
I'll go ahead and read that off while you take a bite and you let me know how it goes.
Okay.
All right, ingredients: soybean oil, water, salt, vegetable mono and diglycerides. Contains less than 2% of garlic. Natural flavors.
Oh no.
Soy, lecithin, lactic acid, sodium benzoate, a preservative, calcium disodium, then added to protect flavor. It's gonna kind of roll.
Is that a Jewish ingredient?
Citric acid, beta carotene. That's the color. Vitamin A, pomade added.
It has pomade in it.
And the garlic was dehydrated. It contained soybeans. Net weight 1.25 ounces. Made in Louisville, Kentucky.
How many grams is that? 35.4 grams. Daisy has food in her mouth, yeah. So, I mean, my palate isn't perfect. I'll be the first to say that. But I feel like I'm really enjoying the way that this soybean oil interacts with the pineapple. Because I feel like the wetness of the pineapple and the oiliness of the special sauce really just work together in a way that I don't understand is good.
I really like how the calcium disodiate ADA added to flavor mixes with the pizza crust. I really only use the pizza crust as a vehicle to get the calcium disodiate EDTA added to protect flavor. And I'll do it for the rest of my life if I have to.
Yeah.
Even if it's a short life from all the soybean oil that I'm about to just shove in my face right now.
I feel like I have kind of a Stockholm Syndrome scenario with Papa John's pizza. Because I've always... I want to say I'm in love with special garlic sauce. And I've always ordered from Papa John's to get the sauce. But I feel like their pizza is like... I could really not care.
Honestly, it tastes like cardboard, but I would happily eat cardboard if I got to dip it in this garlic sauce.
Yeah. Really, what I would ultimately prefer is like a vending machine Papa John's. Yeah. Where you just put in like 50 cents and you get out the special garlic sauce. And then I go get a pizza from somewhere that's better.
I think we should contact Papa John's directly and see the largest quantity of special garlic dipping sauce that we can buy.
They have to have 55-gallon drums of it.
Where else are we going to put it?
Yeah.
I need to know the location of that 55-gallon drum.
And then spout on one side, open mouth on the other.
Let me die. That's the ideal way we want to die. That's what we've learned through this podcast is how we want to die. Garlic dipping sauce.
It's like that with the garlic dipping sauce.
I want garlic dipping sauce to flow through my bloodstream instead of blood, essentially.
My veins will turn yellow with soybean,
with disgusting soybean oil. All right, we're gonna go and get super drunk, and then we're gonna come back and review it again.
All right.
All right, we're back. We're going to make this short and sweet because we realized that I'm shouting.
We drank a lot.
I'm shouting.
You can see the spikes
I'm shouting
in the audio levels.
I'm shouting into the podcast. All right.
Podcast listeners.
We're back. We're back for part 2 of the Persian whatever.
All right. I think we should be honest about this podcast. We haven't sampled one special garlic sauce. We've eaten a full 3 between us. And essentially, I've coated my insides with soybean oil into a kind of cool running situation where instead of like a bobsled shooting out of me, it's like a darker bobsled shooting out even faster.
There's a lot more team building in it.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of workup. John Candy is in it.
And a lot of wonderful outfits.
Or maybe not John Candy, but Candy is in it. There's candy in it. All right.
So far, let me tell you, this garlic dipping sauce is literally my lifeline. Mm-hmm. I love it more than anything in the whole entire world.
Can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
When you texted me about coming over here and getting more dark dipping sauce before the podcast, I had to be like, oh, God. I can't believe she said to do that because I've had so much garlic dipping sauce recently.
But here we are. I really want to stress the fact to this podcast that we're yelling into that we individually ate an entire garlic dipping sauce before we started the podcast. And then we ate it as if we were trying it for fun.
Yeah.
Like, we were like,
we lied about it.
We're like, it could use a little more space.
It has these qualities.
It's literally perfect in every single way ever.
I was legitimate. When I said the vending machine idea about having a vending machine that distributes these sauces, I feel like that would be...
Realistically, we just want a 55-gallon drum with a spout that we can turn on and off as we please. But realistically, we would just leave it on. So just a hole in a 55-gallon drum and let me die in peace. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Just get a big clawfoot bathtub.
Fill her up.
Put the tub above the 55-gallon drum above it.
I want a shower. I want a golden shower.
Yeah, I want it to turn on so hard that the first one impacts my head against the porcelain and I hit it, and then I get mildly concussed and I'm like disoriented, and then it just keeps pouring on me.
You come to and you're in a golden shower of garlic dipping sauce.
Yeah,
I want that. I want to
air.
I want to come out of a coma and I want to be afraid of how much garlic dipping sauce is surrounding me at the moment.
I want to be pouring over into past the bathroom, pouring over past the clawfoot, past the bathroom, into the hallway.
I imagine a Lady Gaga music video-esque kind of situation.
That's
here.
fair. Did you see the most recent Taylor Swift video?
No.
Well, let me tell you, it's exciting. It references a lot of previous Taylor Swift videos that I didn't see.
Oh.
But now I feel like I did.
You gotta recap. You gotta recap.
And she like talks to herself in it. It's like a whole thing. There's a lot of imagery though, a lot of the Illuminati, and a lot of stuff about Satan, I assume. So it's really exciting. I would recommend it, yeah.
Really what we came to this podcast because we really just wanted a reason to eat more garlic dipping sauce.
Yeah.
You guys stuck it through to the very end, only to find out that it was all about Papa John's special garlic dipping sauce the whole fucking time, alright?
Every
That's
part
a
of this.
conspiracy.
We made all of this for that.
Welcome to the game. That's our podcast. Subject to change. Wolfgang and Daisy. We out this bitch. What up?
Later, bitches.
Peace out.